In this video, I'm going to show you how to change your mindset to be successful so you can finally create the business that you've always dreamed of. So let's dive right in. We're going to uncover what's holding you back from the success you want right now. Next, I'm going to show you how to clear it so you can navigate your business in flow rather than all the heavy-duty lifting and hustling you've been doing. Then we'll go over this one shift that can literally change your life and your business immediately. And then I'm going to provide you with a tool that will allow you to draw your success right to you. Next, I'll help you focus on what really matters and has a direct focus on your business and life. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to shift from struggle, work harder business to one of ease and grace. So let's dive right in. The first thing that you need to do is really understand where you are right now. What's the mindset you have right now? What are the limiting beliefs and the self-sabotaging patterns that you have that are lurking in your subconscious mind? And here's a key. Your results, because your results don't lie. And so whatever results you're experiencing right now is a direct effect of what's going on in your subconscious mind. So being able to understand where you are, because here's an example. If I were to dump you in the middle of a desert, let's say, or in the middle of the woods, and I were to hand you a map and say, here's the map to get out, could you get out of the woods? What would you need to be able to utilize that map to understand, oh, there's a direct path to help me get out of the woods? You'd need to know exactly where you are to start. So by understanding your results, the results you're getting, and the patterns that have developed as a result of those results, or what got you to the results, will help give you some insight and awareness on what's really lurking in your subconscious mind. And then I'm going to show you a whole bunch of strategies right now on how to shift that mindset to a success mindset, because you really can shift it. Like, our brains are totally malleable. They're able to be shaped and formed, and it's what you believe that shapes and forms how you experience your reality and what shows up in your reality. And by shifting to a success mindset, you're able to create so much more. So let's go over here and I'm going to show you. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is really heal the limiting beliefs. Heal your limiting beliefs. Now, there's a variety of ways to do this, right? There's so many modalities out there, from hypnosis to theta healing to inner child reparenting to EFT, also known as tapping. I've used a lot of those techniques over the years with my clients. Honestly, what I find the most fastest and permanent way to heal limiting beliefs is learning how to tap into your higher self, the seat of your intuition really, and going into your subconscious mind and neutralizing the limiting beliefs with truth. Because what are limiting beliefs anyway? They're just untruths we came to believe about ourselves and life. And so by actually putting truth, the real truth, right, not what we believe to be true, into our subconscious minds, we actually neutralize those limiting beliefs. Shift the thinking to success thinking, right? Go from the thinking you have now to success thinking. Now, there's many ways to do that. The first one, which I've talked a lot about in various different videos, is languaging, right? Our language is so important. For example, if you're trying to create a mindset for success and you keep saying, I can't afford, what is your subconscious mind saying over and over again? I'm not going to be successful. I can't afford this. You want to delete language like I can't afford, I can't. As a matter of fact, delete all of I can't out of your vocabulary, right? Because that's not actually true. You can. You just haven't understood that you can yet. Maybe you haven't learned a skill how to do it yet, but that doesn't mean that you can't. It just means I haven't learned how to do it yet, or I haven't been able to do this yet, but it doesn't mean you can't. It also doesn't mean you can't afford. Look, whatever money you have a month, you're making choices every month on how you spend that money. You can choose to pay your mortgage and your rent, or you can choose to spend that money on other things. It is a choice. Now, you could say to me, Alaina, it would be completely irresponsible for me to spend my mortgage money on something else. Well, that might or might not be true, but the truth is it is still a choice either way. So by understanding we don't have to do We don't have to do anything. We're making choices. By understanding, I am choosing to not spend this money now. Maybe saying something like, I am going to have this and I am working up to creating it rather than I can't afford it. So really being clear with your language and removing those things that are scarcity thinking in your language to begin with, that are disempowering in your language to begin with. And then also focusing on the present and the future rather than the past. The truth is the past already happened. It doesn't exist anymore, right? And especially from a quantum physics perspective, where all time exists in the now. There is no past, present, and future. Time is infinite. Linear time is actually a human construct that we've created, and we're all holding on to our past. And here's the thing, when you have, for example, let's say a deer is getting chased by a coyote and outruns the coyote. Within 20 minutes of outrunning it, it's returning to grazing. Its nervous system has gone from its sympathetic nervous system back to its parasympathetic nervous system. Now, if we were getting chased by a coyote and outran it, we'd be talking about to everyone for days, can you believe what happened to me? We'd be needing to go to therapy for PTSD, right? It's not like we'd go back to our sympathetic nervous system 20 minutes later, and we're designed to. And the only reason that we have difficulty doing that is because of the meaning that we're making out of experiences. So I don't have that listed here, but that's another big way to shift, is to make different meanings. I do come to it later. Another way, which is huge, is what I call feelingizations, and that is visualizing with feeling. Now, visualizations in and of themselves can be somewhat helpful, but really what attracts the energy to you is embodying the feeling as if your wish were already fulfilled. Whatever it is you're desiring to fulfill within your business and even your life, if you can feel as if you already had it. Now, I've had clients say to me, well, I really don't know how this feels. And then I will take them through a guided visualization into those feelings, and they're like, oh yeah, I've tapped into it. I can really experience it. And so maybe you want to start out by going, what would my perfect day look like, right? Feel like the way you get to wake up, who you get to wake up next to, how it feels to wake up with that person, how it feels to have the breakfast or the house or whatever that you love, how it feels to show up in your business and be getting the kind of results you want. Really feel into that, because it's the feeling, as I said, that will magnetize that right to you. Another big one is to focus on what you can control. And here's the truth. The only thing you actually can control are your beliefs and your thinking. That's it. Everything else is pretty much out of your control. But here's the secret. To be able to control your reality, you control your beliefs and your thinking, because your thinking is what's creating your reality. And so if you have the power to control your beliefs, which are creating your thoughts, which are creating the feelings in your body, which are causing you to take action or inaction, which are then creating your results, by changing the thoughts you have, you're changing the feelings you have. By changing the feelings, you're taking different kinds of action, and by taking different kinds of action, you're actually starting to get the results that you actually want to get. So control your beliefs and your thinking first. So if you really want to create a mindset for success and understand how to have a successful business working significantly less time, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel, because I put out a ton of valuable content that will help you do just that. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well. Okay, one of the next keys to create a success mindset is gratitude and appreciation rather than expectation. Expectation comes from the ego mind. Now, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer here. There's a difference between positive expectancy and expectation. Positive expectancy, as if you absolutely believe it's going to happen. There's this positive feeling in you that, yeah, of course that's going to happen, rather than having expectation. So being in a state of gratitude, having an attitude of gratitude, both for what you already have in your experience, even if you don't feel like you have a lot, there are things you can be grateful for right now. You're alive, right? You're alive. You get to wake up every day and breathe and get to actually work towards fulfilling your purpose. That deserves gratitude alone, much less all the other things that you have. But then also give gratitude for what's in the future that you want to create, but give gratitude as if it's already happened now. So if you want to create 5 new clients, I am so grateful that I've just enrolled 5 new clients. I love working with them. It feels so good to work with them. They're so ideal. They really appreciate me and appreciate my support. And again, feel into that. That's key. And then reframe your circumstances by changing the meaning. So maybe a particular client that you were really excited to work with didn't enroll with you. Honestly, they self-selected themselves out and created a way for you to bring in a client that would be more fulfilling and satisfying for you to work with. That's an example of a reframe. But understanding how to effectively reframe your experiences is so effective at helping you shift to a success mindset. Next, follow your intuition. Not only just follow it, but actually nurture it. Because we all have the ability to access our intuition on demand. And you know, when you followed your intuition, magic has happened, but when you haven't, it's been a total crap show. And your intuition is coming from your higher self. It wants to guide you how to move forward with the most ease and grace. So by learning to nurture it and cultivate it, you'll be able to bring it in on demand. And this is one of the things that I really help my clients do. And next, get support. Whether that be from a coach, whether that be from a therapist, whether it be somebody who's been successful before, get support. Because it's so much easier when you can't read the label from inside the jar, right? So you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what limiting beliefs you have that actually are creating the circumstances you have now. And if you want to clear them, the fastest way to do that is actually get support. So one of the ways to create a successful business is by becoming a leader that creates successful A-teams. And in this video, I show you exactly how to do that so you can create your dream team. So tune in to the next video. Thanks, I'm Alaina, and I'll see you in the next video.